Skip pass far side, Nowak back up top, Shockey ready, three in the hole. Trap from midcourt has produced the steal. O'Brien up ahead to Kittel, who throws it down. Trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's. Titans by 6, Pinkerton trying to hurry. Three-pointer up and in! 15 is within 8. Politi for 3. Yes, sir. Up, no good, side iron. Offensive rebound, Rosatano. Back up and in off the glass! And now a steal by Infante. Infante to the cup. That's Pinkerton going to force one here. Up the chin, who throws it down? McGeady drives, Strand open. Three-pointer up and in. Wow. And sophomores got Dover within 5. Saw 3 is going to beat the buzzer. Up looks for a screen. Trying to find Bono. It's up! Pike with the steal! Pike is going to run out the clock! Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Nashua. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire game of the week between the Bishop Guertin Cardinals and the Nashua South Purple Panthers, two of the Gate cities and frankly the Granite States. Better Division I programs, both teams in the early season hunt as we welcome in officially the month of January on the calendar. The home team tonight, the Purple Panthers, they take the court with an undefeated record officially, 4-0. After a perfect start to December, wins over Memorial, Londonderry, Wyndham, and Alvern. They did catch a loss there last time out. That was in the finals of the Nashua Holiday Tournament, where they lost to crosstown rival Nashua North. But, of course, the Holiday Tournament action does not count towards the official record. So Purple Panthers still undefeated coming into tonight. BG, meanwhile, 2-1. After an opening night victory in Goffstown, we were there. No problem with the Grizzlies, 60-42. They lose on the road in Game 2 against Keene before rebounding with a 15-point victory on the road at Londonderry their last time out. So either way, Justin, I think by the end of tonight's contest, we'll know a little bit more about both of these teams.
I think so. And happy holidays, by the way.
Happy holidays.
All, happy holidays.
Absolutely.
To everybody out there.
New Year.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Interestingly enough, the Christmas tournament loss, 17 turnovers. Turns out Nashua North likes to play fast and furious, chaotic, which is what I enjoy when I was coaching. So kind of created those turnovers. Held the leading scorer, Josh Caruso, who's 22.2 points per game. Held him to, I think, 6. And just blew their doors off, really.
Right. Well, North, we're going to see them on Friday night when they host Bedford here in the Gate City.
Did you think that when we were at the Bedford Trinity game last week, or a couple weeks ago now, good grief, went by so fast, surprised that Keene won that game against BG?
Keene is off to a very good start, and I hope that we'll get to see them at some point down the road. But they handed BG a pretty convincing defeat, 58-43.
That's a big one.
Out west. So Coach Fisher, I'm sure, had his players' attention the next day, and again, they responded with a win over the Lancers. You mentioned Caruso, and, well, frankly, he's got a pretty good squad around him. A lot of athletes, as we see, a lot of returnees from a year ago. And overall, the program, that includes JV and freshmen here at Nashua South, 11-1 combined. So
not bad.
I'd say that something is going well within the program here with the Purple Panthers.
I agree, and I'm looking out there now. We talked about before we came on the air, there was a lack of size and weight, that we like to have. But you can see some size right now and some length. Not a lot of thickness, but a lot of length out there. You look at a couple guys, 6'4", 6'5", maybe bigger, and that helps a lot. Even if they're not scoring a lot of points or getting a lot of assists, they're going to rebound. They're going to affect people's shots when they get to the basket, especially if they're mobile at all. Just watching them shoot layups, I see one that's pretty mobile. So it should be pretty interesting. And then we find that, BG had done pretty well, but they got beat twice in a row in their Christmas tournament, or perhaps they were just non-league games. Malden Catholic and Arlington Catholic beat them handily.
Tough to tell with those out-of-state opponents.
Yeah, you're never too sure.
Early in the season. But we do know that the Cardinals bring back a lot from a year ago. That was a team that made a quarterfinal run in defense of their 2021 Division I title under Coach Fisher. And some of these players here, seniors, were on that squad as well as sophomores, including their leading scorer so far, Matt Sanasuazo. That, of course, is a familiar name. He's the quarterback. He's been one of the standout players on the gridiron for a long time. And, he's a pretty good basketball player as well, coming in averaging over 14 per.
Well, you know what? That's not bad. They're going to have to score some points, though, in order to beat Nashua tonight. I think that just looking at the scores, 43 points in their loss to Keene. 61 against Londonderry, but I don't think Londonderry is very good. Nashua South handed Londonderry a huge loss. So, you know what? Right now, if I'm just looking at it on paper, it's a Nashua South win. If you were to predict that, if you were to go, okay, I'm going to be a betting man. I'll make a bet and predict that Nashua South wins this game just on the game so far alone.
Just on the numbers.
That's it.
Hard to argue with 4-0 for sure. Captain's meeting at midcourt, and the fans still streaming in here. It was a pretty packed gym already after the JV game ended. Most folks stuck around, and some of the varsity-only attendees Trying to find an empty seat right now, but that is going to be a tough task here. There are a few rows pulled out behind the benches on the far side of the floor from our vantage point, but again, it is filling up, and that is not a surprise. Two crosstown rivals going at it here tonight in the Gate City.
This should be a lot of fun, and I'm going to give you my pet peeve. If you take a look at the bleachers on the other side, you see how they're not all the way out? They can't come all the way out. It's the same situation we ran into at Bedford.
That's right.
You can't get the bleachers out, so it's a design flaw either with the bleacher company or the gym. And if you look, there's a lot of space on the other side. What if you have a really big game here? Can't pull the bleachers all the way out and get all the people you want.
You're going to have to figure something out.
Got to make the big money. I've seen it. A lot of places in New Hampshire I've noticed have one side, one bleacher. In California, nobody did. That's where I grew up. Everybody had two sides. Gyms were gigantic. Some of them looked like college gyms. And this could be that, but I'm looking at our side. I don't think we're getting either side out, to be honest, just looking at both sides. I have a lot of pet peeves, Nick. A lot of peeves. I can't, I'm just being honest. I got a lot of peeves.
Well, one thing about it, it's packed, it's going to get loud, it's going to get hot, and it's going to get exciting here in about 5 minutes. We'll step aside, come back, get Justin's keys to the game. We'll get the starting lineups, the national anthem in the book, and then tip-off coming your way just after the bottom of the hour. Don't go away. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
All right, just moments away from the starting lineup. And we're getting set for what should be a good one here in the first week of January. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham, getting set for Bishop Guertin and Nashua South. The Purple Panthers looking to stay unbeaten. BG looking for their second straight win, hoping to improve to 3-0. What do we watch for tonight, both ways? What does it come down to in your mind, Justin?
Well, for Nashua, I'm looking at Josh Caruso has got to be able to score, and they can't give up the ball. You can't have 17 turnovers and expect to win. You just can't. So if they can maintain possession of the ball, be smart, good, solid, crisp passes, and not run into the same situation they did against Nashua North, then I think they'll be all right. Because again, looking at length and size matchup, I think they're a little bigger than BG. BG leading scorer, quarterback. I'm assuming he's probably one of the leaders also with the ball in his hands quite a bit. So if they can score points, because they haven't scored too many points, and kind of rebound a little bit from the Christmas tournament, and then you got beat a couple times, even though those are scrimmages. And I love that reason why I love the tournament sometimes to mean a little bit more, but it's a really good opportunity for them to see where they are. And in terms of playing schools out of the area, a little difficult. Matchup against Keene, Londonderry. So numbers-wise, like we said earlier, it looks like a Nashua South edge. But BG has a little bit more maybe experience in terms of winning and success.
A lot of patience usually as well. They like to spread the floor, take their time, take advantage of the fact that there's no shot clock in the NHIAA. I know that's one of your peeves.
That's a peeve. That's another peeve.
That's one I completely agree. But nonetheless, they've suited that to their style of half-court play and have had success under Coach Fisher more often than not over the last handful of years. So here we go. Gym just about full. And a good crowd here as well, spirited over on the sideline, it looks like, as both teams get prepared here for the introduction of the starting lineups.
It's a great gym. It really is a great gym.
And again, on Friday, we'll be at its twin brother, so to speak, Nashua North.
That's right.
Same layout inside. And
I'm excited to see them
play. We'll see Bedford again. That game 6:30 coming up on Friday.
Well, Bedford fared pretty well in the Christmas tournament, right? The Queen City Classic this year, this Christmas.
They played well. Trinity got their revenge.
Yes, they did.
As we heard. But again, all those holiday tournaments unofficial, as we know.
Scrimmages.
But again, we'll see the Bulldogs and the Titans coming up on Friday night.
That should be very exciting.
All right, there is Coach Fisher down on the sideline. The best-dressed coach in Division I, always in the suit and tie.
Oh, still rocking the tie. Now I'm looking over there at my Nashua South head coach.
That's Nate Mazzarole.
Nate Mazzarole's got this sweatsuit, similar. That's what I kind of
the new school look, right?
Yeah, I have to say that I brought that here from California. Yeah, I started wearing that, and the principal was not happy about it. And I told him, this is the new way to do it. Yeah, and I kept telling coaches, you got to dress like this. He used to wear a suit, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it's a casual look at the NCAA level now, and even at the
NBA
level.
Yeah, nobody wears suits anymore.
But Coach Fisher,
he's
all business tonight with his team on the road here, looking for their third win. And there's Luke Anderson. He'll run the show. He's the senior point guard, and he's got some range. We saw him connect on 5 3-pointers in the opening night win against Goffstown. He can catch fire. Pretty good ball handler. Joined in the backcourt by Tyler Mackey, one of their better defenders and better athletes. Mackey also a senior. Another senior here in San Asuazo, as we mentioned. He's their leading scorer at 14 points per game. Another senior, Javari Ellison, a member of that 2021 state championship team where he got time off the bench as a sophomore. And rounding out the starting 5 is Spencer Matarazzo, another senior. Yep, a lot of experience. Matarazzo is one of their high flyers. He can get up off the floor, as we saw him work the glass against Goffstown a few weeks back. All right, for Nashua South, there is Josh Caruso. He's got off to a great start. Going to wear number 0 tonight, and is their leading scorer at 22 per. Another guard in the backcourt, Elise Roy Cortez, a youngster, just a sophomore at about 5'7". 3-guard set includes Zach Castanguay, a junior. Kind of a stretch 4, Karsten Lemire. He's the quarterback for the football team as well. And rounding out the starting lineup is Isaiah Hedquist. He'll man the middle. Hedquist is a senior. Let's step aside for the national anthem. Well, you know it's a big game when Al St. Louis is in the gym. That is a Guinness Book of World Records holder.
Really?
For most national anthems in a calendar year. He's a Nashua native.
Come on.
He
I
rocks
had no idea.
Patented, at this point, American flag shirt. And he does a great job getting us ready for whatever sport it is.
What's his
Tonight,
record
of course,
now?
it's basketball. I'm not sure on that.
I got to know. This is something I'm going to have to look up at halftime.
He may actually hold a couple different ones.
But I was worried about the high note, Nick. Just a
sensation.
little worried. He crushed it, though.
He crushed it as usual.
Wow, that was impressive. Wow.
All right, here we go. Purple Panthers in their home whites will head left to right in this first half. BG in the road green and gold will head right to left. The 6'6" Javari Ellison will jump center for the visitors.
That size we talked about right now.
Hedquist
on the
will
bench.
Jump it up. That's kind of an undersized 5. Ellison wins it with the left hand, and the Cardinals have a chance to strike first here on the road. We are underway from the Bellinger Gymnasium in Nashua. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham. Our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week is presented by Beals Insurance. No shot clock, as we know. Cardinals look for a backdoor slip, and there's Santa Suazo for 2.
Good backdoor cut. Little man-to-man to start for Nashua. Patience on offense. They're very patient. BG, very patient on offense. That was a shot clock violation right there. If we were to have a shot clock, that was probably almost a violation.
Matarazzo showing you the wingspan on the perimeter. Able to knock away the entry pass and come up with the steal and force the first Nashua South turnover. Cardinals looking to double them up. Mackey going to pull it back out. Coach Fisher issuing instructions verbally from the head of the bench. Minute gone by here, first quarter.
So UCLA high post. Should be another pick at the top.
Instead, it's Mackey off the dribble. Challenged on the release, comes up short.
They didn't quite get that offensive set. Did not happen. They tried. UCLA high post.
Goes out of bounds off the leg of the defender, will stay here.
It's a very old offense. That's John Wooden days offense, UCLA high post. It's a good pick and roll. You get 2 picks. Nice pick, a high and roll, or high at the top over there. Picture Kareem. Number 23 was Kareem.
Yeah. Meanwhile, short pass inside, and Henquist hit on his way up.
A little bit of a
draw
bailout.
a foul here.
Little bailout on that, Nick.
I don't think Coach Fisher's happy. Doesn't say anything, but first foul either way comes with a minute 17 gone by. Now the other official saying, nope, we're going to do it on the floor here. He's on the way up.
If you're going to call that, that's on the shot. Yeah, if you're going to call that, that's on the shot.
Henquist was already at the line. Instead, it'll be a baseline inbound for the Panthers. BG opening up in a ferocious man-to-man. Henquist finds a man near side. The 3 is a line drive miss by Lemire. Weak side rebound, sent ahead. Santa Suazo, curl around shot, won't get it.
Good pass, though. Good pass on the cut.
This one poked out, nearly stolen.
Last time down, Nashua tried to run everyone's out of bounds play where you get the screen down in the corner, and BG just wouldn't let them have it.
Both teams have opened up in this man-to-man here. Both teams really pride themselves in a lot of ways on the defensive end. This one slapped away as we see some penetration by Castanguay, but the lane closed down quickly.
That's why a little bit on the small side to be going inside with the trees.
Looks like a 4-guard set to open up. Fadeaway up and in. That's Caruso. Showing you the mid-range game. He's the Purple Panthers' leading scorer. And he scores their first 2 to tie it at 2. 2 minutes gone by.
Do we know if he's a shooter? Is he a three-point shooter? Is he a, does he have a varied game? Do we know much about him? Or we just know he's getting 22 a game, right?
He could score in a variety of ways. Showed you the mid-range pull. Almost came up with a steal, but instead Anderson has a layup.
Another good cut. Got to have help on the bottom there. Not a lot of help on the backside.
There's those hands in the passing lane again by Matarazzo. Pull up three, short from Anderson, follows his own miss, finds Matarazzo, who lays it in.
Smart.
And with that, a timeout is called by Nashua South.
Only 6-2. Not a bad timeout necessarily, but they're not. There's no flow right now. Nashua has no flow at all. They're bringing the ball down the floor, turnover.
Couple of
bad
turnovers.
shots, bad shot. Again, what did we say? 17 turnovers. If you're going to turn the ball over, you're not going to win. You can't win with turnovers.
Matarazzo has made a difference. Has come up with a couple of steals so far. Got his first bucket there a moment ago. He's a player who has really come into favor with Coach Fisher. Saw a little bit of time last year off the bench as a junior, but has really solidified his role as a starter, at least so far in his senior season. Off to a good start tonight, 2 points, 2 steals. So South back to the drawing board as Coach Mazzarol hopes his Panthers can score here. Pull up, blocked, and then recovered by Matarazzo.
Pump fake. Got a pump fake.
Good block by Ellison, his first. Now the Cardinals looking to make it 6 unanswered, maybe 7. Ellison, a couple of dribbles into the paint, looking to play bully ball to his left. Too strong. Matarazzo on the old glass. Fade away with the left. No. Tip. Yes.
Great tip.
By Ellison.
Great tip. You tell him, watch the ball. He watched his teammate. That's what if you want to get easy baskets, just go attack the rim on a rebound like that. You get a lot of tip-ins.
South looking for a 2, and they'll get one on the baseline. That's a good move by Castonguay. Able to finish it off the glass with the right hand.
No trees inside that time. He did a nice job going baseline.
Puts an end to a 6-0 Cardinal run. Ellis in a wild fadeaway 3.
That was not attractive. That was not an attractive three-point shot.
The rebound from Roy Cortez may have been a little deep for Coach Fisher's liking. Meanwhile, a foul here at the rim is going to send Reed Cortez to the free throw line here.
This goes to another peeve, where everyone believes they're a three-point shooter. And I'm looking at that. Do you believe he's a three-point shooter?
Today's day and age, yeah everybody loves the 3-ball.
Everybody can shoot threes, apparently, but he probably can't.
Roy Cortez with that blazing first step says, forget the 3, I'm going to the hole, and ends up at the free throw line as a result. Drills the first free throw either way here midway through this first quarter to make it 8-5. One more coming, first sub coming from Coach Mazzarol, as Hedquist, the starting center, will take a break.
Caden Sheehan. Now there's one of the guys we talked about with size. For Nashua, size. So perhaps a better matchup now with Javari Ellison and Sheehan.
Sheehan, the tallest player on the floor. If Ellison's 6'6", Sheehan might be 6'9".
Yeah, he's got some size.
No
length.
Official height given. Meanwhile, we also get a look at Devin Sawyer, another guard on the floor for the home team. Inside of 4 minutes, first quarter. BG nursing an 8-6 lead. Pull up Anderson, 16-footer, too strong, a back iron miss, and rebound number 1 for Sheehan.
Lack of patience that time. He kind of rushed that shot. I think he thought he had a smaller man on him. He could take him and pull up.
Caruso, 16-footer fade, no. Tip rebound over to Mackey. Mackey looking to push, crosses up, goes into the lane, fades, and scores with the right hand.
That's a tough shot. Didn't think that was going in, to be honest.
Mackey is the 5th different Cardinal to score so far. Wow. It's been a balanced attack for BG as they lead 10-6.
Well, leading scorer Matt sent to Suazo, 14 points a game, so I'm imagining they probably do share the ball quite a bit.
Meanwhile, Caruso escapes trouble. Pull up for Castonguay is good off the glass.
Did he call that? Because he banked it from the front. I don't know. Did you hear that?
I'm not sure. But
they call glass.
It counts.
It does.
Castonguay's second field goal. Ellison, three-pointer. Showing you he is a three-point shooter after all.
He made one. Let's see what happens.
He's got 5 points here early. He's the game's leading scorer. Meanwhile, Castonguay drops it for Sheehan. Count it. And the foul.
Great pass. Got the ball back. Jumped in the air, got his defender in the air. Nice little flick. Easy basket.
Sheehan took it on the wrist, but able to drop it over the lip of the rim.
size.
And
right
now a
there.
chance for one more. Meanwhile, more subs for Nashua South. Sammy Witta has checked in, another senior, giving Lemire a break. Also, Castonguay going to sit. And after a brief rest, Roy Cortez is back on. BG brings some more size. Hudson Nichols, senior power forward, onto the floor for the first time.
And Sheehan was able to get the and one, made the free throw.
So good start off the bench, 3 points and a rebound. Coming up on 2 minutes, first quarter, 2-point game. Cardinals looking to double the lead. Mackey wants a one-on-one. Goes into the low block, and the help comes over, and there's the steal. Sheehan took it away. Up the floor, lefty finish.
Good
and
pass.
A quick bucket off the bench for Sammy Witta.
Nice job looking ahead. Saw his man wide open. Good hands by the big fellow who came off the bench.
Game tied. Cardinals led by as many as 6. Anderson can't find the fade. Offensive rebound, though, for Ellison.
Little early, I think, in the shot clock for that one, even though it's not there. A little early. Quick shot.
Coach Fisher upset about something. He's on his feet here.
With a couple bad shots.
Mackey for 3. Too strong, kept alive on the weak side by Nichols, and a jump ball is called. Well, good effort on the weak side to at least give it a go, but possession arrow belongs to the Purple Panthers. Coach Mazzarol will again shake up the lineup. Castonguay back on. And Sawyer returns to the sideline. So kind of quick fire substitutions. Also Josh Tripp, a freshman, into the game here.
Oh, that's rare. We've had quite a few seniors playing in today's game, so that freshman.
Already 10 different players have seen action for Coach Mazzarol. This one off the mark, out of bounds, and back over to BG. Cardinals a new player on the floor in Logan Lowney, the junior. Meanwhile, Sheehan deflect the entry pass. Out of bounds, it'll stay with BG.
His arms are everywhere. Watch, everywhere.
Yeah, that wingspan's probably at least 6'9".
Huge. This
Meanwhile,
is trouble.
Loney left for a moment to handle the press, gives it back over to Ellison. Ellison, step back 3 is short. Rattles off the rim. Rebound ends up with Witta.
Got to get that ball a little bit higher, shooting off his chin.
Three-pointer, Castonguay, back iron miss. Rebound, Loney in the corner.
These are not great shots, Nick. That was not a great shot. I don't understand what everybody who feels like they have a little bit of space so far is just pulling up and shooting. So there's not a lot of offense. Not a lot of offense being run.
Got a couple of quick deep
Just
shots
boom,
here
pull,
over the last
boom,
couple
pull.
of minutes.
Or get it and go
Couple of
one-on-one, right? Go one-on-one to the basket.
See what they got here. Castonguay given room now as he comes into the front court. 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Castonguay got the step and again draws the foul.
Bit of a bailout, but if you just stand there and take that, you can probably get a charge. Look when he did that. When he decided to do that now. No big men inside for BG. So Ellison is taking a break.
Yeah, Nichols looks like he's playing the 5. Slides over to the 5. We get a look at Robert Canaway III for the first time. He'll join him down low. Meanwhile, Castonguay is 3 for 3 now, 4 for 4 at the free throw line.
Yeah, he was able to get to the basket pretty easily there with nobody under the basket. Oh, and almost got a steal. Almost got a steal.
Yeah, this press starting to present some problems here for the Cardinals. South, meanwhile, has put together a 13-5 run following that Coach Mazzarol timeout that we saw about 3 minutes in.
Whatever he said, he couldn't have been too happy because he called it when it was only 6-2, but he was not very happy.
And BG led at one point 8-2. And now a turnover here in the lane. A carry, it looked like.
He called a foul.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he called I want to say a legal screen because there was nothing else.
I didn't see him give a number.
Yeah.
Either way, it'll be Panther ball here for 45 seconds left.
Yeah, he called an
First
offensive
quarter.
foul. Didn't see the number either. I saw him going that way toward the table. I think it was an illegal screen. Like they'll call a push on the illegal screen.
Backdoor cut, tipped and picked off. Canaway whips it up ahead. Mackey finds the trailer. Lefty 3 is in the hole. Nichols got a good look. It's the first bench points for the Cardinals, and BG reclaims the lead 16-15.
There appears to be an abundance of left-handers today, Nick.
Down to 10 seconds.
Going to get a count. Going to get a 5-second count up top if he gets up a little closer.
Castigway trying to go at Mackey. Takes Anderson off the switch and scores off the glass. Castigway, 6 points to lead the Purple Panthers, beats the first quarter buzzer and gives the home team a 1-point lead after 8 minutes of play.
He's a tough little fella.
He's got a blazing first step.
He does.
And he's been fearless so far in this one. Second quarter on the other side. When we return, you are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
All right, back here in Nashua. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you from the Bellinger Gym at Nashua South. Purple Panthers lead Bishop Guertin by 1 here as we begin the second quarter.
Good first quarter, I think. A lot of action.
Balanced attack for the Cardinals, 6 different scores, combining for 16 points. Ellison with 5, a team high. He's going to go off the dribble into the lane and draw the foul.
That's where Sheehan's got to stay on the floor. Put both of those long hands up and stay on the floor.
Left his feet and picks up his first foul.
Ellison attacked him like he knew he could take him to the basket and he knew he could score.
So Ellison to the free throw line, the 6'6 lefty, the senior. Part of that rotation back in 2021 for Coach Fisher that brought home the bacon in the COVID-19 restricted year of 2021. BG was the only team that played a full schedule.
Really?
In Division One.
I didn't know
that. And it
that.
seemingly paid off. They went 13-5 during the regular season, and then a perfect 4-0 in the tournament. 1-for-2 trip for Ellison.
How are they able to do that?
Last year, an exit in the quarterfinal round. And this year, again, most of that team from a year ago is back. Here's a pull-up. Castonguay is feeling it. He's got a game-high 8 points as he drills the 17-footer there, and the South home team up by 2, 19-17.
He had Hudson Nichols on him, a little slow of foot. So with his quickness, I think he can take advantage of that matchup.
Mackey drops it underneath for Canaway. That's a pretty pass.
Great pass.
Canaway, the 7th different Cardinal to enter his name in the scorer's book. Ties the game at 19. Both teams have not stayed or strayed away from this man-to-man defensively.
No, they have not.
That one off target. Rebound off the bounce for Caruso. Has a backdoor cut and then a foul as Witta is knocked to the ground.
Good pass, good cut. Caruso's been quiet, too. He's only got 1 basket, right? So that 22 points per game could have been just a couple games. He played really well, right?
That's a good pass right there.
Yeah, really good pass to the cutter.
Meanwhile, Witta has been active since coming off the bench. Had a layup in that first quarter. One of these lefties that you pointed
so many.
out.
What is
one
this?
there.
Another one. I'm going to have to do a count. There's so many left-handed players.
Meanwhile, collectively, South, you'll like this, Justin, 6 for 6 here in this first half at the free throw line.
Well, you got to make free throws. If you go to the line, you make free throws. Again, cut down the turnovers, make free throws. You got a really good chance to win. Especially if you go to the free throw line a lot.
Dennis Wainana has checked in. Another big body forward for Nashua South. The senior is going to match up with Ellison here.
Not quite as mobile as Sheehan. Watched him in warm-ups.
Witta goes 2 for 2. South leads by 2. Canaway wants to change that with a 3 and knocks it down.
Well, the whole team stood up like that was a shocker, but it went in.
It's a pretty arc on that. He's got 5 points off the bench. And now the chance of defense coming from the Cardinal sideline. Roy Cortez trying to keep the ball on the string, but lost it. Canaway.
Too much dribbling, Nick. Too much dribbling.
South with their 5th turnover.
Ball moves faster on the pass.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Cardinals trying to ride a little bit of momentum here. Another 3 on the way. That one is in and out, no good. Tip kept alive by Canaway. Comes up with the offensive rebound. Ellison on the step back. Long 2, short. Canaway over the shoulder. Can't get it to go. And the glass finally cleared for Nashua South. Mike Castonguay. He'll pull up again and knock down another.
He's feeling it. Matchup issues. Right now he's being guarded by another player, 34, who just can't move his feet. Robert Canaway.
I'm not sure there's anybody with that kind of foot speed that we've seen. He's got 10 points here. Meanwhile, Ellison going to go inside, count it. Nope, they say wave it off, it's on the floor.
Yeah, that was tough.
They say just before the shot, the contact occurred. Coach Fisher not happy. He's going to come back with Matarazzo.
Not a one-on-one play. You notice that? It's almost like he's like, hey, look who's guarding me. I'm going to go one-on-one. I can get a basket. Do you notice that? He's done that a couple times.
He's going to get a rest here as Ellison sits for the first time. Been a tight game throughout. Largest lead was BG by 6 early.
Yeah, that's a bailout. That was a bad shot. Really bad shot. That wasn't going in.
A crafty move, though, to draw the contact by Sanasuazo. He'll head to the line.
I don't understand why coaches still play man-to-man on the out-of-bounds. Now, why? You know why?
You'd switch to the zone on the inbound only?
Always play zone on the out-of-bounds underneath the basket. It's more difficult to get screened. You can't run the out-of-bounds plays that you normally run. You can help better. And you can play man all you want to when the game is going on, but on the out-of-bounds underneath the basket, it makes no sense to play man.
It's a good point because there's not as many plays against the zone either. Not as many effective ones.
No, there's not. I mean, you can still get screened. The ball will come in. That shot, you can still get that shot in the corner if you screen the forward down low on the baseline.
Here's a 3. That one up and in. That's Caruso.
Did that hit the strap up top?
It may have. The strap is moving a little bit.
Yeah, it's wobbling.
It had that kind of arc. Pretty shot. Meanwhile, this one tipped out of bounds. Will stay with the Cardinals.
Yeah, the out-of-bounds thing, back to that. So many different out-of-bounds plays you can run where you can screen and get easy baskets. I always attempt to score on the out-of-bounds, even on the side.
I agree.
As the team plays man, I know we can score.
That's an area of the game some coaches ignore, frankly.
They do. They just want to throw the ball in.
Right. Meanwhile, a foul at midcourt. It comes off the Cardinal turnover. BG has given it away 3 times as we near the midway point of this second quarter. It's been tight, as we mentioned. South with their largest lead right now on the board at 26-23. Meanwhile, Coach Fisher not going to let his big man sit for too long. Ellison getting set to check back in here.
I wonder if he took him out to chat with him a little bit about the one-on-one opportunities that he's forcing, or
he's drawing a lot of fouls on those back down moves.
More free throws.
Meanwhile, Caruso, his first trip to the line, where again South has been able to weaponize the stripe collectively in this first half. They're still perfect by my count anyway. 8 for 8.
8 for 8.
Yeah. Caruso slowly building up the point total here. He's got 6 in this first half. One more on the way for the right-hander. Going to stretch his team's lead to 5 for the first time. So Coach Fisher on his feet. We're trying to let his players figure this out here. A 5-0 run by South. Cardinals looking to make it a one-possession game as we approach the midway point of this second quarter. Anderson got a good look at the 3 and knocks it down.
Wide open.
Able to square himself up from the wing. His second field goal.
Do you see how the ball moved better, though, when they passed the ball and they cut down the dribbling? A little too much dribbling here on this side.
Meanwhile, double dribble.
No. That's not a double dribble. The other guy had his hand on it. His hands on it.
Looked like he was tied up for a moment by Mackey.
Yeah, the referee's got to say something if he didn't see that. Replay. Hands on the ball. Hands on the ball. The other player had his hands on the ball. It's not a double dribble.
Cardinals may have caught a break there. They'll try and take advantage. They're down 2, and they'll get a timeout here. Meanwhile, our broadcast tonight is brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. Also by the New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit nhtomahawks.com and also girls.nhtomahawks.com. And finally by New Hampshire iPhone Repair. It's done while you wait, and it's backed by their lifetime warranty. Now it's 6 locations in southern New Hampshire and on the seacoast. Visit nhiphonerepair.com. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you here. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
If I'm not mistaken, New Hampshire iPhone Repair was created by a Bedford student.
Yep.
While he was in high school.
That's right.
And started it kind of out by the Hannaford, right? A little building out there, I think. Maybe that's one of the locations.
Yeah,
but
he was on One Hardy Road.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Now again has blown up, as they say. 6 locations statewide. And we appreciate Chad and his crew for jumping on board with us. Meanwhile, that one off target. Rebound for Castigway. South looking for breathing room. They lead by 2 here as we creep towards 3 minutes remaining first half. Cardinals trying to trap. Sets up a 3 for Lemire. That went in and out. Mackey wants to run the other way.
I like the idea of trying to trap up top.
Mackey sees some daylight, but can't get the banker. Third rebound for Hedquist as a result. Panthers dodge a bullet. 2-point lead still intact. They're going to pull it out here. Oh, spoke too soon. Deep 3. Little too deep there for Caruso. Tip back out, and then Lemire is called for a travel.
Little bit too far out. That's again, watching. That's the problem with NBA basketball and watching games. Everybody thinks they can shoot from there. That's a difficult shot.
That's a 30-footer.
That's a really difficult shot. He was out by the volleyball line, wasn't he? Kind of. That's too deep.
Coach Caruso. Coach Mazzarol going to take Hedquist out and the freshman back out. Tripp going to get a water break here. Meanwhile, Santa Suazo trying to cross up Lemire, brings him into the paint and scores off the glass. That's quarterback on quarterback crime there as he gets his second field goal in the lane. Meanwhile, Roy Cortez fade. Santa Suazo may have gotten a piece. It's kept alive by Sheehan for a moment, then taken away by the Cardinals. BG looks to run up ahead over the shoulder. That won't go for Mackey.
Could have probably called a little bit of a push.
The foul is going to be called here against South.
No, they called that foul against BG.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Maybe we can see in the replay. Where?
Kind of a delayed whistle. It's going to be a push against Mackey.
Really? Wow. I'm not going to bemoan the officials, but when I see something that I don't think is there, we got to be able to make the point that
a little bit of a shove, maybe, but
not much.
Not much. Coach Fisher still on his feet. He hasn't sat down much in this first half. Coach Mazzarol glaring at midcourt as well. Purple Panthers trying to make it a 2-possession game. We're at 2 minutes to go before halftime. Three-pointer, Roy Cortez, straight away, no. Ellison trying to rip the rebound, and a crowd is going to draw a foul.
34. Did he hold up 20? No. 34, really?
Yeah, that's a second on Sheehan. Calling for a push.
He went straight up just to try and get it. I didn't think he pushed anybody.
Kind of stuck his right arm into the mix there. Meanwhile, barely escaping was Vincent Lazzari, only to throw it away in the end. Lemire gets it to Costigway, count it, and the foul.
I got to be honest, I am very impressed with him as the game has gone on. He is completely confident.
The junior is looking good. He's got a game-high 12 points.
No fear at all. They've tried to double him a couple times, too. I'm thinking if you're going to double somebody, double him with the ball and make him get rid of the ball. Make him pass to somebody else. Because right now, he's so confident.
Meanwhile, Sheen going to sit after picking up his second. 6'9" big is not happy at the end of the South bench. That's the first free throw missed by Nashua South. And it results in a whistle here in the paint.
I think just a jump ball, perhaps.
And if so, that'll be the second jump ball of this first half. It'll keep it here with the Cardinals.
Jump ball. Okay. I thought he was going to call.
Oh, they're still talking
foul?
about it here.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, the fans aren't happy. There's some displeasure from the sideline.
No, they're going to chat it up again and then say, yep, South ball.
Yeah, it says right. It's the possession arrow has been white.
And BG won the earlier jump.
There's more man out of bounds, though. See if you get a screen. Nobody screened. There was no screens, though.
Roy Cortez whips it down low. Henquist couldn't handle it, and it's back over to BG.
So they ran their play, but did you notice no one screened anyone? Just if we watch again, we can kind of see no one screened anyone. Guys were cutting. Guys were moving. All you had to do was set a back screen to get a layup.
They clear it out. Santa Suazo looks for Anderson. 90 seconds to go, second quarter. Anderson, a tough three. Mackey, offensive rebound, count it, and one.
That was an awful shot. And he was bailed out by his teammate. His teammate was right there for the air ball to go grab it.
Mackey able to crash and pick up his second field goal. He's got 4 rebounds as well in this first half. A chance for one more with the game now tied at 30. I think Mackey has not come out in this first half either. Leaves the free throw short. Lemire the rebound.
I don't think Castanguay has come out either. Right? He hasn't come out, has he?
I think he sat for less than a minute.
Early?
It was very brief. Three-pointer up top. Caruso in and out. Ellison able to wrestle the rebound. Up the floor. Mackey in attack mode. Blocking foul.
Didn't get there. We could probably watch, and I bet we'll show on the replay that he tried to get there.
Good effort by Caruso, but was moving.
He slid in late, so if we take a look, got there a little bit too late.
It's the first on Caruso. And the 6th-team foul against Nashua South, so one away from the bonus. Meanwhile, Mackey gets a friendly roll. Put the Cardinals up 1.
They haven't shot. How many free throws has BG shot?
Not many.
Not.
I've got them at 3 for 6.
3 for 6.
Now 3 for 7.
Shooting free throws, but not shooting them well.
South looking for the lead here, down to 50 seconds. Coming up at halftime. A look around the league here. First Tuesday night in January. Of course, a recap of that first half and a preview of the second half coming up as well.
Yeah.
Coming up at halftime. They're going to give this to BG.
A little bit of a force. He's played really well, but he tries every once in a while tries to do a little bit too much.
Ran into trouble under the basket.
Tried to force it.
And lost the handle. That's turnover number 9. Meanwhile, again, Santa Suazo given the clear out here against this zone press. Throws it into the front court, and Mackey's going to start the offense here with 30 seconds.
You got to make sure you get that first trap. They didn't get there in time, guys. They just didn't work hard enough to get there and create the trap.
Mackey off the pick, make that Santa Suazo miss the layup. Offensive rebound keeps it at this end by Nichols. Into the lane, fade. Ellison tipped over to Henquist. He's got his 4th rebound for South, down to 7 seconds.
One shot.
Roy Cortez looks at the clock, steps up, jacks a 3, and knocks it down to beat the buzzer.
They probably could have gotten a better shot, but hey, it went in, so good for them. They take a 2-point lead. Wow.
A couple of buzzer beaters for Nashua South. Remember, they beat the first quarter clock as well.
Yeah.
Roy Cortez able to bury a straightaway 3.
That was a frozen rope, too. Did you see it just went straight?
Looked like a dart for sure, and South will take it. They got a 2-point lead on their home floor as the Purple Panthers looking to stay undefeated in this early season, hoping to improve to 5-0.
Very even. It feels like a very even game.
It's been back and forth. No team is led by more than 6 points
right.
so far.
It just feels like both teams are playing very similarly. There are a few turnovers here. A couple times you force the ball. Bad shots on both sides. So it's very, of course, when you say the game is close, similar type stuff. So
33-31, about as close as it gets. Coming up at halftime. A look back at that first half with stats and highlights. And again, a scoreboard look coming up as well. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
right, halftime here in Nashua. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. It's presented by Beals Insurance, the Nashua South Purple Panthers. Looking to stay undefeated tonight and improve to 5-0. Halfway home. They lead at 33-31 over their crosstown rival, Bishop Guertin. Cardinals got out to a good start, scored 8 of the game's first 10 points, built up the largest lead either way at 8-2 about midway through that first quarter. Purple Panthers responded with a 13-5 run, and we saw a back and forth second quarter after that. Cardinals with a balanced attack in that first half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different scores for Coach Fisher's club. And they've got how many with 5 points? 1, 2, 3, 4 players with 5 points each. All trailing the team's leading scorer, Javari Ellison, the senior, with 6 points to go along with 3 rebounds unofficially. South, team effort as well. Game's high scorer, junior Zach Castonguay, 12 points. Had 6 field goals in that first half, 7 apiece for the team's leading scorer on the season, Josh Caruso, and 7 for Roy Cortez. Good minutes off the bench from Dennis Wainana, who ended up with 3 points and a rebound. So getting set here for the second half. By the way, we're taking a look at the Junior Biddy Saints, by the way, who just took the court by storm at halftime here. That's the local youth squad that's put on a pretty good show here. Now the big boys are going to warm up for the second half here in a 2-point game. By the way, there's a roster correction that should be noticed. The 6'9" big man was not Sheehan but Wainana. So they had numbers 33 and 34 swapped.
The name kind of matches, I think, a little bit better roster, just because of heritage, I think.
Wainana played off the bench with 3 points and a rebound.
How about this? I went over across UC. I don't know where you got your scores from. You probably kept them yourself. You're really good. I can't do that. So I went across and just looked at all the, who was scoring, pretty well. And Castonguay, you already said probably
he's got 14.
14.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
14.
That's official.
He was good.
I had him for 12, so 14 is official.
But if we take a look at BG just for fun,
Balance.
5, 6, and then 3, 2. So another 5 essentially between 2 players who came. Yeah. I think one player played and the other one came off the bench, Hudson. But entirely balanced scoring.
You like that as a coach, right?
I think so, yeah. If your best player, though, is not playing as well as he should, you kind of worry sometimes that maybe in the end he's not going to be able to get you what maybe you're expected. Maybe he gets 20, maybe he gets 14, maybe he gets 6, whatever. And in this case, it's 14. But if everybody is sharing the ball equally, I think that you should be excited about it. Sometimes players aren't. Sometimes you have one guy or two that thinks they believe they should score, 20. The most of the points that they can get.
This strikes me as an unselfish group. I
think so.
That has really bought in under Coach Fisher. Again, a lot of them played together last year, made a run to the quarterfinals. And South, it seemed like their half-court sets got better as the game went on, with Coach Mazzarolo guiding things from the sideline.
I think it started out a little too much one-on-one, and there were times when that kind of happened still. Castonguay would still kind of go one-on-one, or somebody else would get the ball and go to the basket. Castonguay had the best results, making more shots, making better decisions, forced it a couple times. And I think, the fact that they lead by 2, I think they probably could have a bigger lead. They're making more free throws. They're getting to they're getting free throws. First of all, getting more. I don't know what the discrepancy is, but it's significant, right?
Well, let's tally it up quick. I've got them as 9 for 10.
So you're shooting 90%.
But again, that's unofficial.
Yeah, but I think you're always pretty close. We did this last, the other day. You were right on the money.
I think I'm in the ballpark. If they're 9 for 10, I wouldn't be surprised. And then on the other side for BG, just 3 of 7.
Yeah, so not very many free throws, but it's not too big of a discrepancy. They're just not making the free throws like Nashua is.
South has looked to attack the basket, I think, a little bit more.
Yeah,
in comparison as well.
But I also think BG has fallen prey a little bit to the matchup issue. So if I see someone guarding me, I might think, hey, he can't guard me.
Mismatch.
Give me the ball. I'm going to go one-on-one. So that happened quite a few times. Ellison did it quite a few times. And success on occasion. And right now, look, Ellison now in the game is being guarded by a significantly smaller man.
That's Henquist. That was the original matchup from the tip.
Okay.
So both teams have gone back to their starters here.
Still playing man.
Both teams have gone exclusively man on the defensive end. As we begin this third quarter, Cardinal ball. BG down by 2. Largest margin was 5.
There it is.
There's Mackey showing you the footwork. He's got 7, and the game is tied at 33.
But did you notice there was no help either? So you're defending and you're following and chasing your man when you're not supposed to.
Castonguay, pull up 2.
Goes again.
Comes off the ball screen.
If you play man-to-man defense correctly, you include zone principles. So you have to help each other out. So if my man is away, I've got to be in the middle of the floor. We used to call it blue line. You straddle the imaginary line in the middle of the floor, so you're help. There's no help.
Yep. Castonguay trying to jump the passing lane. Anderson recovers. Sanasuazo likes the 3 and knocks it down from the wing.
That's the first real good look I think he's had.
He's got 8 quietly.
He's forced a couple, made a couple layups, had a really good look.
PG by 1. That's got the bench fired up. Just over a minute gone by. Third quarter pull up. Caruso can't find the touch. Loose ball tracked down by Henquist. He's made a difference on the glass with 5 rebounds. However, the Cardinals take it away.
Yeah, too much dribbling again. Move the ball around. If we watch the game, it's different when you pass the ball versus dribble. Here we go. Here's that one-on-one situation we talked about where I'm going to go one-on-one. Trying
to spin his way into the lane. Runs out of room. Anderson for 3. Back iron miss. Rebound Caruso.
That's another ill-advised 3 from him. Maybe he's a really good shooter, but he's taking some bad shots.
Meanwhile, Mackey, blazing quick hands, takes it away from Castonguay. Ellison trying to lead the break, has Anderson for 2.
Good bounce pass. That's the 3-on-2, 2-on-1 break drill right there in action, live.
3-pointer, Caruso skims the rim, no good. Rebound, Mackey sends it up the floor. Anderson stops short and then banks it home.
All right, so he missed a 30-footer, and then he didn't sprint back. And they end up getting an easy 2-footer. I'm
upset.
I'm going berserk. I'm going to go crazy. He took a really bad shot, and he jogged back. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you can see the body language. Coach Mazzarol not happy as suddenly BG has built up a 5-point lead here very quickly. Just 2 minutes into this third quarter. It's now 40-35, and that quiets the gym a bit as well.
Absolutely. What was it? We got bad shots, and we have turnovers.
Yep.
Multiple turnovers here on this side and bad shots. That's a terrible shot. Unless you're Steph Curry, that's a terrible shot.
Yeah, Steph Curry might have made that one, but
I think he probably makes that consistently. But did you see he just sort of jogged back? I think we showed the replay a minute ago. He just jogged. He got there and kind of put his hand up a little bit. Here he goes. That was a different play, the 3-on-2, 2-on-1 drill.
It was a good finish by Anderson. Yeah. He's got 7. And a good assist there, leading the break by the 6'6" Ellison.
You like to see that, right? If he goes and plays anywhere in college, he's going to have to handle the ball a little bit.
South needs a bucket. They're down 5. They go to Caruso. The fade was tipped. That's the second block for Ellison. And rebound number 6 for Mackey. Ellison trying to pound inside, goes up and under, short, and then Henquist is tied up on the rebound. Mackey able to pinch down and force the tie-up. Possession arrow belongs to the Purple Panthers as we get another look at the Ellison shot.
Yeah, he tried to force it. He could have gone up on his left side with his left hand and probably gotten an easy basket, but he thought he got fouled, but it was just a forced play.
Tried to go up and under and ran out of room.
Yeah, he could have gone up on his left side and probably gotten an easy 2-foot layup. He had the size advantage. He has length. He jumps well.
Meanwhile, got a hand check here on the floor. Going to go against Ellison.
Another pullout will go one-on-one. He saw a matchup issue, and he thought he could go by, and he did. He went by him.
That's the first team foul either way. It comes 3 minutes into the second half. All right, another look here at Dennis Wainana, the 6'9" senior.
Wainana.
He's going to match up with Ellison. That's a fun matchup to watch in the paint.
I wanted to see more of this. In the first half, I wanted to see more of that matchup.
The two bigs.
Yeah.
Going to run a pick and roll here with Castonguay. And now try the other side. This is Roy Cortez. Wants Matarazzo off the dribble. Lemire to the elbow. Little give and go. Left the layup short. Tip no. Third try short again.
Good pass by the big fella.
This one is a goaltend.
Yeah, they had the rebound too. They had that. He missed the shot badly. And once it hits the backboard, you hit it again. That's it. Oh, he would get a nice replay of it. So ball goes up, hits the backboard, and then he hits it again.
Can't take it off the glass.
It wasn't going in. Well, let's take a look.
Two more for Santa Suazo. He's in double figures.
That wouldn't. It's weird because I don't think that was going in, though, right? And he almost like he was tipping the rebound away off the glass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the ball hits the backboard and you pin it after it hits it and you stick it on there, that's a goaltend.
Cardinal bench chanting defense. South down 7. Largest lead either way tonight is trimmed to 5. Another beautiful move off the dribble.
Castonguay. There he goes again.
He's going off tonight. He's got 18, a game high.
And the ball was tipped. You see that? The ball was tipped. And he still managed to hang on to it and adjusted.
Yeah.
And was able to make the shot.
Three-pointer for Ellison is short. Kept alive. Good hustle by Caruso. However, taken away at midcourt. Up ahead, quick three. It's up and in for Anderson.
Now, again, he was lucky on that when he made the shot. It was a 3-on-1. He had one player underneath and a rebound and another guy up top. And he shot the three, hoping if he missed, he's going to get the rebound. That is now the new philosophy. If you have a 3-on-1, you shoot the three. You don't get a layup, you shoot the three.
Some of that new school approach. Three-pointer, Caruso. That one too high, and then a reach in here against Wainana.
Another one. He's got 4, right?
I think it's third.
Third? Okay. I know he sat down in the first half, and he was because he. I think you're right. I think you're right. His third foul.
He's going to stay on the floor at least for now. Or is he? No, Coach.
No, he's
Mazzarol will take him out as Sammy Witta gets the call.
He's lulling his way off.
Witta returns along with Sawyer.
Is lulling a word? Lulling his way off.
No, he's not happy.
No.
Having a word with
terrible
assistant coach Lauren Gaudet. Down to 3 minutes. Third quarter, an 8-point lead for BG. Santa Suazo makes it 11.
Wide open. Left him wide open.
Starting to figure it out at 5 at halftime. He's got 8 in this third quarter. He's got a BG team high 13, closing in on a season average of 14.
So right now, stagnant. Do you notice
Nashua off the dribble, trying to hang, had it partially blocked at the rim.
Offensively, Nashua is stagnant.
I think Anderson got a piece there.
He did.
Skip pass, Anderson for 3 in traffic, no. Rebound is tied up as both Mackey and Witta go after one another. Jump ball immediately called. And we'll keep it here as a result with the Cardinals.
I might call timeout if I'm Coach Mazzarol, just because his offense is stagnant.
They're down 11
for
the first time.
Yeah, you're down a lot. You the lead has increased dramatically. Look at the shot in the corner. No screen though.
Backdoor look too strong on the pass. Trying to find Santa Suazo, 5th BG turnover tonight.
Now let's just see if maybe Nashua comes down, tries to run a little offense. Just watch, see if they run just a little bit of offense. And not just go one-on-one.
I'm going to try and spread it out here. Baseline drive and a foul under the basket. Caruso got the step and then was hit midair. And I believe we'll head to the free throw line here.
It looked like Nashua. Has Devin Sawyer played yet, number 12?
Yeah, he's been in and out here.
Real quick, right? Didn't play much.
He's going to have a word with Coach Mazzarol as his teammate Caruso heads to the line. First trip to the free throw line in this second half. He's going to knock that down.
They need to keep making free throws if they're going to stay in the game at this point. Unless the offense changes, they have to find somewhere else to get offense other than Castonguay, because he's played
18
well.
of the 38.
But if you slow him down a little bit, where are we going to get the offense now?
Caruso's pushing his point total up to 9. South going to set up the press. We're going to get a look at a new Cardinal here, William Monahan. The senior, who I don't believe played in that first half, is on the floor here.
No, I don't think so either.
They're going to beat the zone press with Mackey going down the middle for 2.
If you're going to press,
got to stop the ball.
You got to stop, especially if you're not trying to slow him down. But there was nobody in the back end of the press to step up and stop. You have to stop the dribbler. You got to get him early. Can't wait for him to come to you.
Lemire looking to attack. He's cut off. Sets up a man in the corner. That's Sawyer. 3-pointer, too strong. Mackey another rebound. Mackey runs into trouble at midcourt. Castonguay picked his pocket and gets a layup. 6 in this third quarter for Castonguay. He's up to 20 in the game. Mackey a step-through move for 2. Pretty off the top of the glass.
Absolutely.
Cardinals maintain their double-digit lead. It's 52-41. Caruso back out. Castonguay for 3. Up and in.
He is the only one keeping him in the game right now.
Been unconscious tonight. Shooting well over 50% from the floor.
Let's keep an eye and see if maybe we get a little help. Nashua, they could attack the basket. There you go.
Anderson into the lane for 2.
That should have been called as a charge.
He's having a big quarter with 9 points.
He got up angry, and he was the guy that knocked him down.
Castonguay lowers the shoulder. Drops it near side for Whitty. Has the cutter. It's Sawyer. Runs out of room and turns it over. Mackey going to slow it down. Down to 40 seconds. BG a 10-point lead. And now a timeout is coming from Coach Fisher. Our broadcast brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance. Get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com. By the New Hampshire Tomahawks Showcase and Development for College Lacrosse. Visit newhampshiretomahawks.com and also girls.nhtomahawks.com. And finally by New Hampshire iPhone Repair. It's done while you wait, and it's backed by their lifetime warranty, now with 6 locations in southern New Hampshire and on the seacoast. Visit NHiPhoneRepair.com. Nick and Astis, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Nashua South came in undefeated at 4-0 and led at halftime 33-31, but Bishop Guertin has turned the tables here in this third quarter, now lead by 10, 54-44.
Absolutely, and I think it's turnovers, it's bad shots, it's not helping each other out on defense. They're still playing man, and they don't help underneath the basket. Guys are getting easy layups, wide open shots. The first half, they weren't doing that. The first half, they stayed in front like you're supposed to, did a good job limiting maybe easy baskets. Now, getting more easy baskets. The press right now is useless. Like they tried to press, right? And it just didn't.
Here's a change. They're going to go zone here for the first time.
2-3, a little 2-3 zone.
A 2-3 zone.
Almost a 3-2, but more of a matchup zone.
Yeah, they're going to let Roy Cortez come all the way to midcourt here.
See, here's the great thing about, if you don't have a shot clock, though, you can just hold the ball in perpetuity if they're going to stay in the zone. You don't have to do anything.
The Cardinals take their time trying to figure it out here. Game clock here in this third quarter is down to 10 seconds. Mackey goes high post for Ellison, whips it for Canaway, who just came in. Baseline for Mackey with 5 seconds. Going to spin his way out of trouble, but traveled.
Too many steps.
May have dragged that pivot foot. It comes with just over 2 seconds remaining.
That was the double euro step, I believe.
Good effort by Mackey, who has played very well tonight.
Usually you have to attack at 10. So when it gets down to 10 seconds, you have to attack right away at 10.
Meanwhile, Karstens, or Lemire rather, stepped out of bounds.
See, turnovers.
That's the right idea, trying to go right back to the inbounder, but the quarterback had his back right foot on that baseline. It's turned over.
Where's Castonguay? Right now, oh.
He's on the bench for now, getting a rest here.
Oh, maybe. You need him for that situation in the end. Or that end of when you try and score really quick.
Cardinals got 1 second to find a shot here. Mackey over the top. Anderson, desperation heave, ends up short, and that'll do it for the third quarter. A big quarter for BG. As they wrestle away the lead, they build up a double-digit advantage, up 10 after 3 quarters, 54-44. Is it the Cardinals' night, or does South find some fourth quarter magic to stay undefeated? We begin to find out next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
All right, start of the fourth quarter here at the Bellinger Gymnasium at Nashua High School South. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. It's presented by Beals Insurance. It's been a good one. BG in the driver's seat after a big third quarter. They've been led by Luke Anderson and Matt Sanasuazo. The two have combined for 24 points. South have been carried so far by the junior Zach Castingway. He had 14 in the first half, another 9 more in the third quarter. He's the game's high man with 23, but his team is down 10. Roy Cortez, a challenge 3 at the top, won't work. Rebound to Ellison, his 5th.
But you did that much right there on that possession to take that shot. A forced 3 with a guy guarding you who is, I don't know, a foot taller than you are.
Cardinal defense has been pretty good tonight, challenging the shot. Going to travel here. They've also taken pretty good care of the ball. Just their 7th turnover tonight, at least unofficially.
I don't think he traveled. I think he saw that wrong, because it looked to me like he caught it and had his pivot foot down, took a step back. I mean, maybe I'm up here, so
may have dragged it a little bit.
He might have dragged it. I know Coach wasn't happy. He thought he kept his pivot foot down too, and he was standing right in front of the play. I almost think that Cortez is kind of concerned because he hasn't made too many baskets, so he's going to try and force some shots.
That's been able to get to the line. He's 4 for 4 at the stripe. Hit the 3 to beat the buzzer at the end of the second quarter, but
no, there's no shot clock. But
he's going to fade here and get 2 more.
He made the shot, but he forced it. Right? So you do all that, we pass the ball around so he can go one-on-one. I don't know. I think they've gone away a little bit from what they did in the first half, and they're going to have a problem trying to come back.
They're down 8 here.
Playing man again.
Saw zone for a moment there at the tail end of the third quarter. Otherwise, both teams have been in this man-to-man. There's a drive. Sets up an Anderson 3. It's too strong, but Sanasuazo is there on the weak side for the rebound.
That ball did not rotate at all. That was a knuckleball.
3-pointer, up and in. That one.
Gotta get a hand up.
With plenty of splash. It's been a big second half for Sanasuazo. 11 since halftime. He's got 16.
What's the line? Hand down, man down. That's the Mark Jackson line. They stole that.
Yep.
Full credit. Another forced shot.
Barely got that one off. Wanena able to keep it alive, and they're saying last touch by Ellison. Good hustle by the big man. It'll pay off for South. You see there the hanging shot from Cortez, and yes, Ellison couldn't close the deal on the rebound. So a second try for the Purple Panthers. Coach Mazzarol.
Good screen.
Trying to call out the play. Sets up an open
There it is.
three, and there is Caruso to knock it down.
They actually screened on the out-of-bounds play. Can you believe that? They screened, and what happened?
Scoring off the
Wide
inbound.
open, he makes a shot. Wide open, when you screen, good things happen.
His first field goal since halftime. He's got a dozen. Ellison, eyes on the rim. The three halfway down, won't go. Mackey, offensive rebound for two more. Boy, Mackey's starting to put together a pretty good game here. 13 points, 7 rebounds unofficially for the senior. Caruso, another high arcing corner three, won't go. Ellison, another board for BG.
Quick shot. I know they're trying to rush a little bit now because they're behind. You have a lot of time, though. If you maybe run something where you get a better shot than a fadeaway three from the corner.
We're starting to run out of time now. We're inside of 5 minutes to go in regulation. BG still with a 10-point lead. Oh, beautiful cut. Mackey's got an easy layup.
Wide open cut and no help. No help at all on the backside. I'd be really angry at my teammates if I'm getting beat and no one's helping me.
The lead is 12 for the first time. Castonguay can't hit the fade. Anderson controls the rebound for the Cardinals.
Now's the time if you're BG to slow the game down.
Yeah.
Just come down, run your offense. You don't need to shoot threes.
Coming up in the midway point, fourth quarter. No shot clock, as we know.
Don't force anything, which, like
Anderson
did.
trying to bail himself out by getting to the floor. Can't get it. Pushed up the floor. Castonguay in traffic. Gonna bank home another. That's a tough shot.
It's a tough kid.
South refusing to lie down. 10-point game again. Anderson going to dribble his way into the front court.
You don't need threes, but we're going to take one anyway.
And why not? Open look.
Because we can.
Matarazzo is tackled.
Multiple fouls.
After coming down with the rebound.
First down.
Looks like a tackle attempt for sure. Matarazzo ended up on the ground after pulling in his fourth rebound.
Well, I'm glad Coach is calling timeout.
Got a timeout here with just inside of 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Cardinals trying to drive the bus across the finish line and capture this one on the road. It would be their third victory of the season. A chance to improve to 3-1.
Well,
they'll take on Pinkerton, by the way, on Friday. That's a big challenge.
Take Pinkerton the size.
They'll host Pinkerton in Nashua Friday night. Purple Panthers, they've got Trinity on the road.
Oh, another one.
Coming up on Friday. Speaking of Friday, we'll be back in the Gate City, just not here. We'll be at Nashua North.
At the other Nashua.
As the Titans play host to the Bedford Bulldogs. Two more contenders
Looking
in
forward
Division
to that.
1. Going to wrestle it out on Friday night right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. Tip-off comes your way at 6:30. And our broadcast begins at about 6:15 as we get another look at that three a moment ago.
If you're BG right now at this point, you're going to tell your team. I would tell my team we're up 10. Again, remind everybody, there's no shot clock. We can come out, we can run our offense until we get a layup or an easy 10-footer. You know what? You can't hardly do it anymore, but we used to be able to say when I was coaching when I was young, we're not going to shoot anything but a layup. You're going to run your offense until you get a layup. Now nobody really runs an offense anymore. But right here, it's just get a layup. Don't need that shot.
Mackey is open, pulls the trigger and misses. Rebound goes to Wainena. South gets the stop they were hoping for. They're within 10. Coming up on 3.5 to go. Pull up Castonguay. No. Wainena's tip. Yes.
Good tip.
He's got 5 points and 3 rebounds off the bench. And
Coach,
a big one there for Nashua South. Going to set up here in a 1-2-2. Santa Suazo looking to clear it out. Now launches a pass down the floor. Matarazzo has it. Has the trailer Mackey, who's going to sky in and miss the layup. Tipped out. Witta able to get to it for South.
They dodged a bullet on that play.
Castonguay catching fire three is too strong. Can't away the rebound. Cardinals trying to beat the press again with the pass along the sideline. Matarazzo throws it near side for Mackey. Inside out. Three-pointer for Nichols is short. Rebound Lemire. Outlet is tipped. Castonguay has it anyway. South trying to push and they'll get a layup. Caruso for two. Suddenly it's a two-possession game again at 61-55.
BG is taking awful shots. Awful shots.
South
awful.
Their fans coming alive. Mackey going to fire another three, and this time knock it down.
Okay.
Big answer, and then what happened here? A technical foul is called on Mackey.
Yeah, he must have said something.
He hit the three-pointer, and then the official immediately teed him up.
He was chirping, I think. So after he made the shot, he must have maybe we can look at that again. Then we could take another look. Let's see.
You see there, he's wide open. He pulls the trigger. He knocks it down. And then turns his head and
he held up the
crowd.
Three. Yeah, he held up the three and kind of he rubbed it in. So he rubbed it in after he made the three and the other play in Castigway's face. So you get an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Free throw, meanwhile, is good by Caruso. Second one for the sophomore is good as well.
Look at the game. We have a 7-point game all of a sudden. But, again, he made that three, but it was a bad shot. You don't need to take the shot, right? You don't need to. You just keep moving the ball around until you get a layup, and you'll win the game.
Cardinals trying to close the door. They led by as many as 12 in this fourth quarter. South, they're within 7. Down to 2:20 to go, fourth quarter. Trying to make it a two-possession game again. Caruso, pull up. High arcer, no. Follows his own miss off the bounce. Lemire, jump stomp in the lane, inside out, and back over to Castigway. Wants a ball screen here on the wing. Going to lower his shoulder. He's got a man open. Witta, probe dribble. Castigway, nowhere to go. Back out, three-pointer. Caruso, short. And the ball lands on the line, out of bounds, back over to BG.
You don't need that air ball now. They worked way too hard to get a bad shot. I don't. It's very stressful sometimes. As a former coach, when you watch these games, you get very stressed. And what do we talk about against Trinity? Middle's wide open. You throw the ball in the middle. The press is done.
And there's the finish.
Right to the middle.
Santa Suazo, 2 more. He's got 18. Meanwhile, this one broken up.
Another turnover.
And turned over.
So now you're back up. Well, you're back up by 9. So take your time. Let's see if they take their time and just get a good shot. If you shoot another three, I'd take the guy out. You got 1:47 left. Just move the ball around. A few years ago when I was at West, we played Sauhegan. They went to a zone. And we said, you can play zone. We were ahead 4-2. Guess what the score at the end of the first half, because it stayed in the zone, was 6-2. We were at 6-2. I said, Coach, if you're going to keep playing zone, I'm going to keep holding the ball.
There's a block by Winena.
So you can slow it down.
Kept alive, and Lemire ultimately gets to it.
Chaos. Look at that.
And then a foul here on the backcourt.
Wow.
Castigway was yanked down by Canaway, I believe. Canaway is going to get the foul here. Yes, sir.
You don't want to
come with 1:34 to go.
Why are we fouling? So why are we shooting bad shots, and why are we fouling? You tell me. Maybe I'm missing something. Why are we doing that?
Coach Fisher is going to shuffle the deck. Anderson comes out. Mackey actually got a piece of that, but he was the last to touch it. It'll stay with South. 9-point game here, 1:33 to go. And again, the Cardinals are going to send Mackey on Castigway, trying to deny him the ball. They force Lemire to bring it into the front court with the dribble. Coach Mazzarol barking out instructions. Lemire looking to knife to the rim. Scores off the glass.
Tough shot.
Able to hang for his first 2 of the night.
Got to trap. You have to trap. Get the
Mackey's
trap. There it
trap. Winena with the steal and the throwdown. Timeout, BG. Nashua South is within 5.
Did BG call timeout, or did someone? No one called timeout. The ref called timeout? What are we doing?
Yeah, you're right. Well, Coach Fisher is irate. He had his team huddled up on the sidelines now.
He thought there was a timeout. The ref went like this and called a timeout.
Yeah, instead, we're ready to play here with 1:08 to go. Again, the triple team frees up Mackey. It's a 2-on-1. Mackey around for Canaway. There's the layup.
Wide open in the middle. Why were there 3 trapping 1?
68-61. Inside of a minute. Down the lane, Caruso can't get it off the glass, and it's last touch by Nashua South.
They're only down 7. If they can get a steal and a quick shot, 1 or 2, they're in the game. They have a chance. But you can't have 3 guys trapping 1.
I believe just 2 team fouls against Nashua South. So we're a long way, I believe, from the bonus. Mackey is going to come into the front court.
It's a smart play.
And now it's keep away time for BG, down to 40 seconds. Mackey thought about it. Sanasuazo trying to shake off Lemire, double team, and a foul on the sidelines.
It's a good foul.
They're going to wrap up Mackey with 31 seconds. Cardinals doing a good job killing some clock there.
He should have fouled earlier, though, right away. As soon as he got the ball, foul. See, right now you have to foul immediately. We ran into this the other day at Trinity. Remember our issue? Foul, right away, foul.
Not going to give it yet, and there it is. Wrapped up by Caruso, Anderson. I think that's only the 4th team foul. 4 each way
3 more
here.
to go.
So, yeah, still 3 to give.
Right away, you've got to foul immediately to lengthen the game so they have a chance to get that 7-point deficit.
Ganaway will be the inbounder. Mackey straddled the line, and now a delayed backcourt violation is called.
He had to mull that over a little bit. There was a mulling going on. There was a little mulling because he thought, did he do it? Yeah, he did.
Close either way. Timeout called by Coach Mazzarol. His team's got the ball back with now 25 seconds remaining. Coming up after this one, a deep dive back into what happened tonight. Full recap, stats, and highlights. I promised you scores at halftime, and then, well, I forgot about them.
That's okay.
Honest.
You know what?
That means we've got some fresh scores coming up for you in just a few minutes after the game.
You have every little website available that you can get every score. I can't find anything.
That is the hard work of our director tonight, Ben Beals, keeping me plugged in.
Oh, nice.
And then I give the message to our fans on air.
I like it. He has the info.
He's got the info.
And somehow he gets it to you.
He's got the info. Games tonight including Exeter and Dover, Bedford, Londonderry, Goffstown and Salem, Alvern, Wyndham. So plenty of Division I action to get to, again, coming up after the game. All right, 25.8 seconds remaining. BG with the lead. They've led most of the second half, and by as many as 12. South led at halftime by a deuce.
And played well.
And played well in that first half.
And it kind of looked like if they were to continue to play that way, they would have been okay. They went away from it a little bit, I think.
Here's Castaguay. He's been the man tonight for Nashua South. We're inside at 20 seconds. Lemire trying to find somebody open. Caruso trying to find the touch and finds contact. Whistle blown. He'll shoot 2 with 13 seconds.
That was an absolute bailout. They had their hands up. Did you see a foul? I don't think it was a foul. He forced the shot and turned and threw it. So if we take another look at our replay from the booth.
Kind of leaning forward, Canaway.
He had his hands straight up and he didn't move. That's not a foul. He didn't initiate any kind of contact. Hands were there. That's offense. It forced the contact. Was he going to get 3 shots?
Should be 2. I think he was inside the 3-point arc. First one coming up here. Caruso's had a strong second half with 9 of his 16 coming since halftime. He's got 17 now. And by the way, he's been lethal at the line. 5 for 5 in the second half, 7 of 7 in the game tonight.
It took him a lot of shots, though, to get to where he is, I think, point-wise.
It is 3 shots, you're right. You try and take advantage here.
The turn and
South
chuck.
Still alive, down 5 with 1 more coming. 13.4 to go. 1 more for the sophomore. Bends the knees and drills it.
Yeah, you have to foul immediately. And
Sanasuazo is finally tagged in the corner.
There we go.
By Castaguay. About a second and a half goes off the clock.
But you can't trap. You have to foul. There's no trapping. You just play man, and get your guy, right? Get your foul right away as soon as he gets the ball.
Still got 1 to give, too. Their team fouls
right
total
away.
is at 5 and now 6 as it's given by Lemire there. About a second goes off. We're down to 10.6.
May not have enough time. You're going to have to hope for miracles in this case because I don't think you have enough time.
Well, the next one will send them to the line. BG going to sub. Canaway comes out. Nichols returns.
Right
and
there.
It comes. Anderson is fouled. So 9.7. As we'll walk the other end for a 1-1.
If he makes these, Nick, I'm going to. The butter will be hardening, and I'm closing the refrigerator door on this one.
You think so?
If he makes these two, the refrigerator door is closed. The eggs are cool. The butter's getting hard. That's what's happening.
Still only a 2-possession game if he does convert two. So not out of the woods yet. He's got that. By the way, first trip tonight to the line for Luke Anderson. Had 5 in the first half.
I think it's too close for him. He was taking shots out by the.
He's got 10 more in the second half.
So he needs to back up. That's where his shots are. That's where he's comfortable.
Got that one, no problem.
Oh, yeah. They can't. They just don't have enough time.
6-point game, 6 seconds. Castigway for 3, no. Whistle. And a foul here on the closeout by the defender, Anderson, is going to send Castigway to the free throw line with 4 seconds remaining. 3 free throws on the way for the junior. A chance to cut the Cardinal lead in half here.
Okay. So
you see Anderson there kind of wrap him up afterwards, trying not to fall into him.
Why would you even think about fouling him? You can let him have it.
Yep.
And then do we don't even know timeout wise. You let him have it. If they don't have any timeouts, just let the ball roll. It's over.
Castigway left that one short. So it's still going to be a 2-possession game.
You got to use these moments though, as teaching moments and go, why would you foul? Why would you do that? Just stand with your hands up.
Free throw, good. 4-point game. Into Ellison, fouled immediately by Caruso with 3 even remaining.
Some big mistakes. They managed to hang on and win, but a couple big mistakes. That's
BG.
2 fouls.
BG trying to put the finishing touches on their 3rd victory of the season. We're going to hang on here. Ellison at the free throw line. 6 points tonight, all in the first half. 6 rebounds, a couple of blocks. The unofficial numbers for the senior.
So he hasn't scored in the second half. And they still managed to win, to play better and win.
Leaves that short. It's his own miss. South is not going to foul, and that is going to do it. BG going to win this one by a final of 70-66. Cardinals win their second straight. They improve to 3-1. While Nashua South catches their first official loss of the season and slip to 4-1. Coming up in just a moment, full recap, stats, highlights, analysis, and an out-of-town scoreboard here on the first Tuesday in January. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, a 4-point game in the end as BG tops Nashua South 70-66 here to kick off the first week of 2023. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. This was a back and forth first half. Home team trying to stay undefeated tonight, led by 2 at the midway point, 33-31. Led by Zach Castigwe at 14 points to lead all scorers in that first half. Cardinals came alive in the third quarter. Matt Sanasuazo ended up with 18 tonight, 13 of those in the second half. His fellow senior Luke Anderson did most of his damage after halftime as well, scoring 11 of his 16 in the final 2 quarters. And BG led by as many as 12 early in that fourth quarter. One final push down the stretch for Nashua South, led by Castigwe, who ends up as the game's high scorer tonight with 27 points. Had help from Josh Caruso in the end. Finished with 19, but BG going to walk away 3-1 after a 70-66 win.
Yeah, it was at times a difficult game to watch. I think from a coaching standpoint, if you watch, you kind of want to see your players obviously improving.
Yep.
It's early in the year, so we're only 4 games in, 3 games in, depending upon how many games you played so far, and you just see things. Say, for example, the Nashua press. Nashua press was not good, so they didn't slow the ball down. They weren't able to get stops. There wasn't a lot of help in the back. If they improve the press, I think that changes things, and they could use it more as an effective tool later on as they move forward. I think they forced too many shots, and I think that. But then again, BG did some of that in the first half. That's why they got behind. Forced shots, took bad shots, bad threes, and then when they had a chance at the end to make it easy for themselves, right? Like I said to you, why are you shooting? Why are we not moving the ball around and just keep passing the ball, keep cutting, keep moving, unless you have a lay-in? So you turned a game that was, 10 or 12, and it gets down, they keep creeping.
Kept the door open.
Yeah, you don't want to feel that way. You want your team to win the game and stay in control the entire time. So, like in Nashua, too many turnovers again. Way too many turnovers.
Better in the second half, though. They had 9 of their 15 before halftime. So only 6 giveaways in that second half, but somewhere at some ill-opportune times.
Right.
For sure, but...
And 15's a lot. They had 17 when they lost to Nashua North in the tournament, and they got, drilled there. But 17 to 15, that's not much of an improvement from game to game. Even though you said 9 the first half, and they were able to stay in the game.
Right.
They didn't shoot very well in the second half. I thought it just... And there were bad shots, a lot of bad shots.
Some of the numbers for you. Tyler Mackey played a good game at both ends tonight for the Cardinals. 18 points, 13 in the second half. Also had 7 rebounds. Javari Ellison, 6 points, 7 rebounds. We mentioned Sanasuazo. He had 18. Anderson, 16. Robert Canaway played well off the bench. 7 points, 3 rebounds. On the other side for South, we mentioned the top 2 scorers. Castigwe with 27 points tonight to lead all scorers. Caruso right behind him with 19. Elise Roy Cortez finished with 9 as well. And Dennis Wainema. 7 points, 3 rebounds, a couple of steals, and a block.
He played
for
well.
the big man off the bench. All right, we've got some scores here. First Tuesday night of 2023. Bedford has scored the first 22 points tonight against Londonderry. Jumped out 22-0. And early in the fourth quarter, they've got a big lead on the board, 69-40 over the Lancers. We're going to see the Bulldogs, reminder, coming up on Friday night when they take on Nashua North. Speaking of the Titans, they fall tonight. Merrimack, a big win, 69-56 64. Up the road on Route 3 at the home of the Tomahawks. Merrimack, a 69-64 win. They've been involved in some close nail-biters, and they end up on the right side of this final score tonight to hand the Titans the loss. Windham and Alvern in a low-scoring affair. 28-21 to start the fourth there. Windham out in front. Goffstown leads Salem with about 3 minutes to go, trying to keep the Blue Devils at arm's length. Grizzlies out in front 54-47. And Concord with a 7-point cushion on Keene at the midway point. That is 24-17. Concord on the road in that one again with a 7-point edge to start the third quarter. Justin, your final thoughts.
Well, I should probably leave with being more positive. I was a little negative, and I apologize. Little negative because of the way the game was played in the second half. But I thought Castigway played well. He good job leading his team, and I thought BG improved dramatically in the second half. Was able to make easy baskets, make baskets they didn't make in the first half, and kind of adjusted to any pressure that Nashua tried to apply, and they were a better team. You and I even talked about it. I think of the two teams, they were deeper, they were sturdier, just tough kids. They're very tough kids, and I think Nashua can get there. I think they have time because they are 4-0, or they were 4-0. Right? And they've beaten some good teams. So I think that if they were to play again, I think the game would be just as close, and it could go the opposite way.
Right.
But a great game overall, fun to watch, great crowd.
Well, we know one thing. We'll be in for a treat on Friday night. We get things cooking over at Nashua North at about 6:15. Tip between Bedford and Nashua North coming up Friday at 6:30. So we're looking forward to that one for sure.
Very excited.
Want to thank Lisa Gingras and her crew here at Nashua South for welcoming us, as always, with open arms. We will work with them again on Friday as well. We thank Lisa for sure. I want to thank our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire crew, including John Barron and Kat Doyle, the new 1-2 punch, getting us up and operational without a problem.
They're the best,
absolutely.
No doubt.
And we appreciate their help once again tonight. The man behind the curtain, Ben Beals, our director, keeping it smooth with the replays and the updates as usual. We appreciate Ben back in the Beals Insurance Studios in Bedford. And the big man in the big chair, the hidden hand, executive producer Steve Beals, down in sunny Florida, overseeing the whole operation. For my friend Justin Gorham and our list of sponsors as well, Beals Insurance, New Hampshire iPhone Repair, the New Hampshire Tomahawks, and MG Sports Fundraising. My name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time. Bishop Guertin 70, Nashua South 66. This has been our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.